And welcome to the In-Game Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Evans, a.k.a. your retro activist, a.k.a. your in-game boss. And remember, you can listen to our show on Podbean, Spotify, YouTube, and of course, iTunes. I think we get a lot of people on iTunes, but actually we get a lot more people on Spotify. But I have a really great guest today because this guest is not only one of my minions, he's actually a minion that's going to be staying for the remaining of this podcast network on this show. And you haven't heard him yet, but you'll see our gaming show that we're working on called the Cabinet Sessions. That'll be coming out later next month of April, hopefully. But this guy I met at the Retro Game Society. It's funny because when I met you, you were in a little distance. You were very talkative. Like you were like, no lie. And people are listening to this. It's not supposed to be a hater, but he was a very lively person there, And like, I think I've been there maybe like a few times, but that was the first time I saw you there. And so I don't know how many times you've been there before. Like, yeah. I started kind of going there here and there and stuff like that.
The stars aligned.
Yeah. But this guy, he's a big Sega person. I found out like he was Sega everything. It's like, not dying. He's a gamer all around, but like Sega was like his baby. That was something he grew up with and everything like that. But before I even let him kind of talk for himself, because I don't, unless I'm good at doing his voice and talk like two people. I want everybody to meet Jaron Williams, aka the Evil of a Coup. What's up?
What's happening, everybody?
And so for the listeners, as now the second chair, what do you give everybody a little taste of, like, what kind of gamer you are? What kind of games did you grow up?
It's almost easier to say what kind of games I didn't play growing up. I mean, okay. I have my toes in everything. Racing games, not so much. Sports games, only the Mutant League stuff. But platformers, RPGs, action, adventure, shoot 'em ups, first-person shooters, all of that. Anything I could basically get my hands on, and anything that wasn't checked out at Blockbuster Video.
So, like, I know you gotta give me three games that you really liked. It doesn't non-rank, just give me three games that you really like, just so people can get a little taste of. Okay, he's that kind of gamer.
All right. If we're talking, we'll go with eras. 80s, 90s. It was always about the Gunstar Heroes. I enjoyed some Sonic cliche, I know. I did love Arcus Odyssey. So if we're going those three, and yes, they are all Sega Genesis games.
Okay, all right.
Fight me.
All right. And then my last question is, because this has been something that's been going through my history of podcast. Are you a Mario 3 or are you a Mario World person?
Oh, all right. It's going to have to be Mario World.
All right. It's going to have to be
Mario World.
Suck it, Stone. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. Only because the Wizard that ruined Mario 3 for me, but the Wizard made Mario 3, took the mystery out of it for me. Okay. I was like, all right, Mario 3. Okay, there's the whistle. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Game's beat.
Okay. All right. And this is a gaming podcast. My goal is to challenge you at the beginning of the show with certain questions, and then we try to answer those challenges during the show. So before we start anything, I just want to say that, before you got here, I went to the gas station. I texted you like, hey, I'm going to go to the gas station. Because like I was feeling an icy. Like I want an icy. And as you can see here, it did not work out for me. Because when I got there, all the machines were blinking. So like you have 7 kinds on queue. All of them were blinking. And like they were all watery. And I was like, well, this is terrible. And there was like 3 other people that were just sitting there on the phones. I'm like, yeah, it's not working. Yeah, I can't believe that happened. Yada, yada. I'm like, okay, moving along.
On cue. Wow, that's disappointing. That is disappointing.
Yeah.
They're on point.
Yeah. I guess I just maybe struck the bad luck there because and then I went to go get, you know what? I'll get a fountain drink. Because one of the things is, like, I try not to drink soda at home. I try to only drink soda when I go out now.
Yeah.
But, replacing the household with wine and beer doesn't do anything. But
low carb wine and beer.
Yeah. I mean, I am drinking that Ember Mist, but I do. I think it's better for me just to have soda while I go out. So
Yeah. Well, remove temptation.
Right.
If you like Sprite, you would like Sprite Zero. Can't taste the difference.
I don't like zeros and diets. I'm one of those people you either go in or you're out kind of thing.
I thought the same way, and then I had Sprite Zero. I was given the Pepsi challenge without my knowledge, and I was like, can't taste the difference. All right, cool. Sprite Zero it is.
That's what you have to do for me. Like when we're going out, just order me hey, what do you want? Water, and you just get me you give me a Sprite. Like, give me a Sprite Zero.
Well, if I fool you thinking Sprite Zero is water. We got other problems.
Right. No, but I was there, and then like I went to go get a fountain drink, and that didn't work out. It was all watery and watered down too. Cause I was like, I'll get a cherry limeade. I like cherry limeade. I don't, not a lot of stores carry cherry limeade like in a can, except like I think Sunkist sometimes. Yeah, but like certain Walmarts or places have it. It's not like every single place. And so I went there, and I went over there, but that was watery. I was like, okay, maybe a Mountain Dew. I haven't had Mountain Dew in like years. Let me see if I still like it. Didn't work out for me. So I ended up just going down to 7-Eleven. It was on my way back home. Got my icy cherry limeade, and and I got a bag of chips, and I came back and ate a sandwich before you got here and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I was just so disappointed. I always get disappointed when I'm craving something, and then you go do it and everything just backfired. It's like going to visit a friend without giving the call just for the surprise factor, and you were like, "Oh, you're not home. Oh no."
Yeah.
That happened to me twice this week, by the way.
Oh wow. No, I've had that. Not the friend, but the refrigerator part happen or food. You get your mouth all set for something. You go to the fridge. You think it's there. Nope, somebody else ate it, or you forgot you ate all of it, and it's just, you're disappointed. And it's like,
right.
So
what games are we playing? So the way that most of the show works, and I promise you on the update that the next episode will actually be a brand new season. We have a bunch of changes happening. I don't want to ruin it for you, but like when the next season starts around like in April, you'll get this whole update, all this new stuff that's going to be happening, new layout. It's going to be heck fun. But for now, this is kind of like a relaxing episode per se. It was relaxing until like a bunch of news popped up, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So this is probably gonna be a jam-packed episode. But I want to thank everybody for recently following the show. Thank you everybody for leaving comments. Thank you for your support. We got great shows coming soon for you to keep your mouth watering for more and stuff like that. So I'm very excited. But what games are we playing? So I've been really hustling hard, busting my ass to get through a bunch of games. So because nothing annoys me, then like what I do is, Jaron, like in my living room, I will get games that I eventually want to play, and I put them near my PlayStation, and and I sit there so it can remind me of like, I gotta get through those games. Cause I'm one of those people like, you gotta put something in front of me sometimes, so it just reminds me over and over and over again. It's like leaving notes on your dry erase board on your refrigerator. That's what I have, and it just always reminds me, or I go there, write my positive stuff of the day and all that kind of stuff. But I was looking at it, and I had Uncharted, the trilogy that I bought, because I am one of those people where like if there's a collection out now, then I'm just gonna go get rid of the other ones that I have.
Yeah.
I have the collection. Why do I want the other ones? And I have played them before, but I wanted to replay them again because I was
about to ask. It's like, first timer?
No, because I haven't played Uncharted 4, but I wanted to go back and replay those other two so I can just get familiar with the gameplay, the stories going into this big, finale of epicness I've been hearing about. So I finished 2 days ago. I'm in the middle of 3 right now, and I'm trying to debate, like, do I like 3 better than 2, or do I like 2 better than 3? And I know people are like, well, have you played the first one? I skipped the first one. The first one is like a rough draft. I don't need to play the first one. I'm just going to go straight to the second one and move on.
It's an A for effort.
Right. Like Uncharted 1 is good. It's pretty. It's okay. But it's nothing there that's going to change you going to 2. Like, you don't need to know 1 what's going on with 2. You don't need to know 2 to know 3.
Yeah.
Unless you want to know the development of the characters. But 2 is still a great spot.
Yeah. No, that's very good standalone.
Yeah, it's like Mass Effect 2. Like, you can go Mass Effect 2 and go beyond, and you'll be okay. You don't really need to play 1. I recommend 1, but you can play 2 and just be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't miss those elevator scenes.
Right. So I've been going through that, just trying to figure out, like, what stuff I like. And man, I want them, Naughty Dog, to do a 007 game so bad, because they can just do those great actions. Like, one of my favorite scenes is the train scene. I love that train scene.
Yes.
And I love the car scenes. You're like when you're going up to the Himalaya mountains and you're hopping trucks while people are shooting at you.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. 60 frames per second graphics.
Beautiful set pieces.
Yes. And going into 3, I'm trying to look for that again. Like, so what are some of the good set pieces in here? And I'll tell you right now, I did not like the boat again. Like the first time I played it, like, the boat's okay. And for the people that don't know, like the boat is where, like, you get trapped in this shipyard and you're trying to escape, so you end up going on this broken down cruise boat, and you're going down there to go rescue your buddy Sully. And And then, all, of course, everything backfires, the ship sinks, everything. But the journey through all that was a little annoying for me. I don't know why. Like, I was waiting for the Lawrence of Arabia desert part. So that's like that's where I'm at right now, and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
And so, but
then you might be in for a pleasant/unpleasant surprise come Uncharted 4. That's all I'm going to
Thieves
say.
In? Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
And add it onto your stack, Lost Legacy.
Yeah, I don't Lost Legacy, do you think it's worth it?
I'm cheap. So I'm going to wait for it to come down to maybe 15 or 20 or catch it on sale. But from everything I've heard, yes, if you get it on the cheap. I can't justify $30-$40 for a non-Drake length adventure.
Right. But no, I'm excited for that. I got through an indie retro game called Retro City Rampage.
Yeah.
That's a game that when I first played it, I hated it. I dropped it off. Then I was one of those like, let me get another chance because there are updates coming up. Maybe they fix some stuff. And they did fix some stuff. The controls was my issues with that game. The controls was awful at the time. And it got a little bit better. But Retro City Rampage to me was a game it has such a good beginning, but it just started drying out towards the end. Like, it got old towards the end because they were just doing the same repetitive stuff at the end.
Yeah.
Where it was like, it came from going to room, clearing out room stuff, and I was like, why did they decide to go this at the end? Like, I was expecting like a bunch of fun little elements from old retro Nintendo games to be put into this game. And don't get me wrong, they have to smash it to you. That's cool. I don't need it 3 or 4 more times. Like, one moment. Give me one moment with that.
Sounds like they ran out of ideas. Now, I have it on my backlog. I haven't played it yet, but it sounds like they ran out of ideas, and you could. As much as we love it, you can only mine the oldies for so much. Everything in the oldies kind of aped off each other.
Right. And for people that don't know what that is, it's basically a retro 8-bit, like Grand Theft Auto kind of style. This guy is a criminal named Player, and you cause all this crime and stuff. You're trying to escape. You find this Back to the Future car, and you end up going to the future, meeting Doc. And your goal is to, like, try to get back to your time and whatever. And, you get reference from all 80s, 90s, and all the Nintendo games and everything like that. But the town is called Thiefopolis. That's what happens later on. Like, you left with I guess, like, when you left, crime just got even crazier. So it just ended up taking over and everything like that. So, you're stealing cars. You're doing all this stuff. And to tell you the truth, like, I guess I wasn't really interested in all the little side stuff they have. They have side missions, but they're very rare. What they have is a bunch of challenges for high scores. So, like, if you're in it, try to beat my score, kind of arcade-ish. So there was bunch scattered everywhere, but it just didn't interest me because some of those games were kind of like, I'm not feeling those. I'd rather you guys work on your side stuff. There was some interesting side stuff, like you had to go rob Batman's house, but his name was Biffman and all this kind of stuff. And so, like, it's okay. I recommend giving it a try, but I completely understand if you end up not finishing it. I just wanted to get through it because it was just haunting me.
You had to power through it.
I powered through the hell out of it.
Oof.
And I'm not a trophy or achievement hunter. I was just like, let's get this done. And so, but I'll tell you one of the most annoying ones on there. One of the most annoying ones is you're in this graveyard, and your goal is to cross this bridge so you can get to Dr. Butnick's castle. For people that don't know, of course, it's Dr. Robotnik. For people that don't get it, and the way to cross this bridge is you need bodies to get across. So there's these dead bodies, there are zombies coming out, so you knock them out and you throw them, and you have to throw a bunch in there until they build up where you can hop across. And it got a little bit too much because, like, you don't know how much you need to do to get across. So I got one little pile and I just hopped and went over. But the fact in the game, when you die, it's a long start over again. So
really,
yeah. So be ready for that when you go in. Now, the beginnings, the mission stuff are not like that, but later on, like, you can go. There's one mission you have to go through, like, a couple, like 5 or 10 rooms. If you die, you start from the very beginning again. So you have to be smart about it.
That sounds like they went Nintendo hard, artificially inflate the length of the game with
I like the fun games, but I don't like it when it feels like a chore.
Exactly.
So,
like, I enjoy me some Nintendo and Sega, but I don't like Nintendo NES hard.
Yeah. And so with that, I also been slowly going through this RPGs, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've been like getting it when I get a chance to get in. I got some in like a couple nights ago, and I'm at like 60 hours, level 48. Still
Chronicles 2, White Knight Chronicles 2?
No, this is Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, if I say White Knight, I didn't mean to. I meant Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Switch.
Okay.
And like I said, I put 68 hours in there, still going, only like on chapter 4. There's a lot of side quests, a lot of building. But what I like about this game, because one, it has my favorite battle system, where you would see in Final Fantasy 12, where it's like, it's still turn-based, but you still move around. But Xenoblade is a little bit different, where certain attacks you do on a certain enemy's on part of their bodies, you get more damage. So like if you do this special move and it says it's better from the back, you get them from the back, you get extra hit points compared if you just did that move to the front. It'll still do damage, but they recommend you doing it from the back. This move they recommend doing on the side. They recommend this guy being knocked out, and so you can lift this guy in the air. So like so you can do these moves, but they recommend you doing it this way so you can get more damage, and it's easier for you, for your flow, for you and your group. And I really like the game a lot. If you haven't played a game of Monolith Soft, Xenoblade, Xenosaga, all stuff, their worlds are just freaking massive. Yeah, they're just huge stories.
Xenosaga.
Yeah, just huge stories, just humongous stories. But I love the journey, because even Cosmos from Xenosaga is a character that you can pick on this game. And the way it works in this game is, for people, is you are this chosen one that actually died but got brought back by this I guess I would say this. I'm going to say this golden piece. It's a special character, like every RPG. It's a special. Messiah. Yeah, she is special, where like you two are partnering up, but then you get the abilities that you can partner up with all these other blades. They're called blades, right? Yeah. And it becomes more like a Pokemon kind of esque.
Okay.
But not where you always have to change out, like, what works with elements and stuff like that. Is more of, if you want an axe person, you're going to have to try to find an axe blade person.
Okay.
A dual knuckles, spears, big blades, swords, all this kind of stuff. And you can switch these people on the fly of a limit of 3. And, certain people, and they have elements too to them. Some will be lightning, some will fire, dark. But what's really cool about, what I like about it, is the fact that you get this grid that you bond with these characters a little bit more, and it's not just only like, hey, be in so many fights with these characters before the next bar comes across where it unlocks stuff, and then you do that. And it kind of has like a list of stuff that you got to do, like, hey, you need to do this special cycle with this person if you want to unlock this special thing for them to make them stronger. Like, if you do this, they'll get 30% stronger, or they'll get smarter, or they do more damage at this certain point. So it's cool because they give you a challenge to develop more with these characters and everything like that. The only thing I don't like about it is that you'll get these things called the common cores, and common cores are basically eggs. And if you hatch them up, you'll get like little like clone kind of blades. They all look alike, but you want to go for the rare blades, and rare blades are the ones like with the cool animation. Like, oh, you look cool. Like, that's the rare blades. And so, and there's about like 20 of them you can find. And the problem is when you unlock them, if you find one, that blade is linked to the character that you unlocked it with. So like if say you and I were characters and I unlocked one blade for me, that blade's connected to me. I mean, I can't give them to you. Even I think, hey, you're an axe person. Here it is. I want to give it to you. I can't give it to you. There's only a few you can find. You have to find a certain item that will give you the ability to transport my blade to you, and you can have it forever. And I go on to something else. And there's no limit to it. You can rock all 20 blades if you want to, but you want to probably share among your group. Yeah. But
so nobody's lagging behind.
Yeah. But it's called the Overdrive Core, and what you use it, and you'll say, who do you want to give this blade to? And I can say, I'll give it Jaron, and you keep it, and you're good. The only thing I have a problem with that is that, you might have something I want, and I just like, how about I just give it to you, and you just give it to me? Why do we have to have it behind here? This wall of, I have to find a certain item to give it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Elements of it sound similar to Fire Emblem support system. Mm-hmm. You get a stronger support system with people. They get more powerful. You get, you work better together.
Exactly. Yeah. But overall, I still think it's a fantastic game. I recommend everybody playing it if they're RPG person. If you have time.
Yeah,
because
that's the magic bullet.
Because, you need like 100 hours to spare and everything like that. And so, but those are some of the games I've been playing right now. I'm going to try Trine. I'm going to get back into that one again. I was playing with a friend, and then I got Overwatch. that my buddy Bree wanted me to join on.
Oh.
Yeah, because we play Apex Legends together, but we're like, we need another alternative too. And she said, I like Overwatch. We should give that a try. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. I played it before. Wasn't the best at it.
What platform?
PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a lapsed Overwatch player on PC.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Yeah.
But what are you playing?
Well, let's see. I started/finished Meteos on DS.
Oh wow, that's old school.
Yeah. I saw.
Wasn't that one of the launch games?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised. It's very basic, but it was fun. Yeah, I saw it at GameStop. I had to grab it. It was like $2. I was like, sure, and let's see. I'm off and on. I'm playing Tekken 7. I was hoping to get into some tournaments, but circumstances. So the evil of Aku will have to wait. But playing that, just getting better with my main Josie Rizal. Woot woot. And I'm trying to get an S+ rank in hardcore on Resident Evil 2 remake. Now,
are you a completionist?
I want that infinite rocket launcher person.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not trying to like S+ everything. I want that infinite rocket launcher, then everything else can go to hell.
No, okay.
But I haven't done the Ghost Survivors yet. I want to play through that. I haven't done Hunk or Tofu, but I want that hardcore. And it is ridiculous. The zombies lunge twice. Almost anything puts you in danger mode. You can only have 3 saves.
Oh, so wow.
There's a big gap. I get to a certain point, and then everything goes sideways, and then I lose like 30 minutes of progress. Because I also have to beat it in under 2.5 hours.
Wow.
So, and I know I can beat it in probably 2 hours or less, but it's a challenge. It's something.
Is it just for Leon only, or is it Leon and Claire?
Well, I beat Leon and Claire on standard. I beat both their scenarios.
Do you have to do again with both to get the rockets, or is just one, at least one character?
No, it's you got to beat Leon A or B on hardcore to get S+ rank.
Okay.
To get the infinite rocket launcher without using any of the other infinite weapons you may unlock.
Okay.
If you do Claire on hardcore, you get the Gatling gun, infinite Gatling gun.
Okay. Are you going for that too? Or you just care about the rockets?
Well, I want the rockets because that's just, come on, blow stuff up.
Right.
But if I get a good feeling, I may go for the Gatling gun later, depending on how traumatized I am. But that's my main thing. That's my white whale right now. As far as RPGs, I'm dabbling in Fire Emblem. I'm trying to finish up my Fire Emblem backlog. I still have GameCube and Wii Fire Emblem games to play, but. Yeah, that's the main thing. Aside from that, it's just I've just been tied down with the dreaded real life.
Oh yeah, that adult life, man. What can I tell you? What can I tell you?
It's just bits and pieces, bite-sized bits and pieces. So when you said Xenoblade 100 hours, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, look at me, dude. Like I said, when I get a chance, I'll put an hour. I'm not in no rush. No, I ain't being on the clock racing. Like I go when I get a chance. That's the good thing about the Switch. I'm in the bed. I put an hour in before I go to bed, and then I'm good.
Yeah, I think if I switch my thinking to that, I'll probably be able to develop that easier,
Right.
Eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Right.
So
I want to do the same thing with Octopath Traveler too. So when I get a chance.
Yeah, I have yet to start that. I have it.
You have it.
Start it. I need to start it. I have it, but I need to.
No, you have to let me know how it is.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's got that that Final Fantasy VI kind of look.
By the way, did you see that mod that someone did in Resident Evil where they changed Mr. X into like what's the name of the train from I Think I Can?
Oh, Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas
did you see that mod?
I saw pictures. I didn't see it in action yet.
It's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'd be more scared of that than Mr. X. They should have done that.
Around the corner.
Dude, that smile, man, when he comes through, like he busts the door, like, how's this train getting in this room? He's just hopping around like, oh my God, no.
I don't know. I still like that Mr. X gonna give it to you.
Yes.
That music just ramps up. It's like, oh crap, run.
Dude, I would love for people just to have like just a radio reel of like just awesome villains that we just see, or just funny things that people bust through the door as Mr. X or something else. That would be just so fun. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, see the bear.
Well, I mean, give it time. The mod community is quite ingenious.
Right.
So,
right.
You know, I'm sure
Donkey Kong. Bowser would get me, man.
That's if I didn't have RE2 remake on the PS4, I'd be tempted to grab it on the PC just to mess with that.
Right.
The mods on there. But yeah, Bowser, I think I would like to see I'd like to see something silly like I don't know. Let's say Link or some crazy good guy character just kind of
Mr. Tingle. him just flying in with the balloon, just floating in like, you know, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Dude, I would shoot those balloons in 2 seconds. And then he just still walks towards you like, what's up?
The hitbox, I don't even know how he would hit. He's 3
dude,
feet away,
just make all the characters from Zelda bad guys in there. The octopus, everything. Just little guys just coming after you and stuff. Dude, that'd be just creepy as hell.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, you put it out there in the universe. A modder's probably going to get around to it.
Right. So, before we even get to the news and update, I'm going to give you the update first, and then we're going to take a break, and we come back. We're going to go into the news, because there's a lot of news, and then we'll go into our topic. We might not even spend that much time on the topic, because, you know, it might be rolled up right into that, and we won't be talking too much about that. So, updates. So, as you know, that in April, there'll be some new shows coming through. As you know, right now is out. Right now that we recommend you listening to is When Jeremy Met Nom and Finally Made a Movie podcast show. That title was actually came from When Harry Met Sally, and we were just joking around like, this is funny, because like we were trying to like, let's name our show off of like a famous movie title or something. Like we saw that and we're like, what if we say When Jeremy Met Nom and Finally Did This? And like we just started laughing for a good 5 minutes, and we're like, I think we have our answer. And so we picked that one. But that is a show where you will first hear the trailer first. You will hear us discuss why we have the pick, and we talked about how we felt about the trailer. You know, just looking at the trailer, did the trailer do a good job of interesting us, or how we feel about it?
Yeah.
Then we take a break, we come back, and we don't necessarily do a review of the movie. We mostly have just discuss how we felt about the movie. And I know it's kind of weird to say, well, it sounds like a review. The only difference is we don't personally put a number or a grade on it. Okay. What we do is we discuss about it, and then we go into one of our crazy categories where we pick 3 categories randomized, and we'll talk about just something that would be interesting in the movie. So, for instance, like one question I had was, if I could rate this movie as a cookie, what would it be? You know, yeah, that's just funny stuff like that. So we have to sit there like, we're like, this movie's pretty bad. I'm gonna go with oatmeal raisin on this one. You know.
Hey, oatmeal raisin is good.
You like oatmeal raisin?
It's the spy of chocolate chip. You think it's chocolate chip, boom, surprise, raisin.
You, sir, are a trooper. I am not a big fan of those unless there's like nothing else, and I am desperate. It's like Fig Newtons. I just need something sweet. I'll take a Fig Newton.
More oatmeal raisin for me.
No, but that one, and then at the end we go into a Rotten Tomato meter where we talk about like what did the critics give it and what the audience get it, and then we just decide like who do we go with? Do we go with the critics on this one, or we go with the audience with this one? Okay. And it's interesting because you get to see a big splay. Like, you know, some people will give the critics will give it like a 26, while the audience gives it like a 70. So we're like in the huge spin. We talk about that. Some of the movies we've done where they're like 81 or 82. Like, well, geez, I don't know what to pick from. You know.
That 82, I think they're reaching.
Right. But just for the listeners, this is all our shows are on this network, all bi-weekly shows, because I'm only one man. I only got so much power. But just like this show, but you know, this the When Jeremy Met Nom will always be on Wednesdays. Every other Wednesday, so definitely check it out. What we try to do is we will try to have a trailer before the episode comes out, so people can kind of get to know what the trailer is, so they can kind of come in and listen to us. Yeah. Because, you know, hearing the trailer at the intro is kind of interesting at the same time. Just listening to it, it's really interesting. I really like about that. But
sizzle before the steak.
Yeah, but show your support. Listen to the show to give us some input and all that stuff. Other updates. Next month we'll have a new show that we'll announce at the beginning of stage 3. As if you saw my titles called stage 3, I like to set them up like, you know, Mario stage 1, stage 2, and I like to have different music for each stage, so it just kind of keeps it fresh and something new about that. So stage 3 we'll have an announcement that Jaron and I have been working on that will be premiering soon for you, and then I am working with an idea with Miss Stacy, one of the administrators of the Retro Game Society, along with her boy toy hockey.
I'm telling on you.
If they listen to this, I told on myself. So, and then of course, Mr. Blaine, the guy that was there, so he'll be joining too. He said he's been doing podcasting. I was like, let's get all all of us in here. You know he lives in Stillwater?
He
drives up here every time. So I feel like we really need to we need people to come. If this guy's driving like 45 minutes to an hour every time.
That's 45 minutes if he's speeding.
Woo, yeah.
Stillwater's a drive.
Yeah. But he said he might be transferring to Norman. Okay. So I'm like, awesome. That'd be great. Because like I told him, like, I hate for you to drive every time to do a recording. I was like, but
Norman, that's not bad. I mean, Norman is 30, depending on where you go, 30, 35 minutes, but there's a lot to look at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we have more shows that are definitely coming to the network. I recommend y'all, follow, subscribing, show your support, leave a comment, tell us what you like, you don't like. If you want to personally email me the show, definitely email me at theingameoffice@gmail.com. And with that, let's take a break, and we come back. We'll get into our news, the indies, and our 2-year anniversary of Nintendo Switch.
2 years.
We'll be right back. Okay, so who is your favorite James Bond?
Oh, Sean Connery, hands down.
Why?
Because he was the first. He was the best. He's the foundation for all the James Bonds.
Well, don't you believe can be like better Bonds that can improve off of Sean Connery? It doesn't mean like he's the best. Like Pierce Brosnan, I think, is like the most well-balanced one. I think he's the jack of all trades.
I think the key word there is improve upon. He's the foundation. He's the beginning.
Do you think? Well, then what do you think about Roger Moore then?
Roger Moore, he's okay. He's a little more goofy, not as cool as Pierce Brosnan, but not as stoic as James.
But he has cooler gadgets, don't you agree?
I think you need to go back and watch Sean Connery.
I think you need to go back and watch Pierce Brosnan.
I think we need to go back and watch them all,
including Timothy Dalton and Daniel Craig too.
All of them.
Okay. All right. What should we need a name for this? What do you think? What should we call it?
Well, the fact of the matter is Bond never dies.
All right. Bond never dies. Hi. If you love video games and you love video game icons or characters, then please walk down the gaming halls of rivalries with us as we go through 2 iconic characters that rival each other in the gaming industry. Gaming characters like Mario and Sonic,
or Lara Croft and Nathan Drake,
or like Dante and Bayonetta,
and Master Chief and Samus.
If you enjoy these characters, then please visit the Gaming Halls of Rivalries as part of the In-Game Boss program and enjoy fun information and fun stories and the future of these characters. Thank you. And welcome back. I am your in-game boss, Jeremy, along with Jaron Evans. I'm terrible. I'm new to this.
Brother from another mother.
It's been so long I had a second chair. Jaron Williams, everybody. I'm sorry.
All good.
So, there's a lot of news. Yes. There's a lot of news. And, of course, with indies, Google stuff. But I want to talk about the news that came before that I want to talk about that. So, sit back. We got a lot of news to talk about. And most of the time on my show, we don't really, I do a little news here and there because I just want to get to the topic and have fun because, this is some news that, hell, you probably already know before you heard this, and it's probably already out in so many other places. So that's why I kind of don't really try to do topics based on news that's going on. I like to have a fun topic so people can just have fun. And you want news, you can go listen to that.
I assume you're all literate.
There you go. But this one here, there's so much news and so much opinions, and I didn't want to, with the new stage coming soon, I just kind of want to have a fun episode. I didn't want to go anything too deep or too crazy. So let's get into some news. Battlefield 5 Firestorm Battle Royale mode. So this is something that's been in talks back in November, and they were talking about it was coming out in March. I don't know why, but Firestorm came out. There was a trailer for it. Looks pretty epic. I don't know what's all going to be in that package. You've seen cars or explosions and everything like that. So it looks like it's a group of 4 per se, or maybe 5. I think it's a growing group of 4. 4 has always been that golden number for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's 64 players, so...
Yeah, and then, this giant flame of fire is following you and everything like that.
It's got to be something to corral you.
Right. And so, are you a Battle Royale person in general?
I am not to the level of Shroud or Dr. Disrespect or those guys. I play with, if I can find a group of guys that, can tolerate me being a Monday to Friday kind of guy. I'm not a try-hard. I like Battle Royale. I played Ring of Elysium, PUBG. I can't do Fortnite. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Apex Legends.
Yes, Apex Legends. I'm leaving one out. It's coming to me. Yes, it is. No, I already said Ring of Elysium. It is. Well, there's another one.
Yeah,
I'm sure people are going to be screaming it later, but trust me, I'm there with you.
Right.
So Battlefield 5.
Have you? When's the last time you played a
Call of Duty Black Ops?
Oh, okay.
Blackout.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
When's the last time you played a Battlefield?
Battlefield. Actually, Battlefield 5 was earlier this year. I fell off once Apex Legends and some other stuff came out. Battlefield 5, my Battlefield skills are rusty, like because the momentum, the movement, the cover, all of that. It is rusty. Unless you play that every other day or every day, you get rusty.
Right.
So I mean, I'll give it a try. When I'm going to probably give it a try this weekend. We'll see how long.
Yeah,
I play
for
it.
people that need a date on it, it'll be coming out. I believe is on the 20. It's the 25th.
Yep.
So definitely get prepared. It's free. It's not his own thing. It's part of it. It's kind of like a late GIF per se, or a late option in the gaming.
Free standalone, or you still got to buy the game.
It's free for people that own the Battlefield game.
Okay.
Sorry. Good way to put that. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm doubting it's going to be standalone. I don't think EA wants something like that. They already have Apex to do that.
Yeah, they're not.
So this is actually, like I said, it's like an extra. It's a new option for Battlefield, and it's not costing you extra to get that option on your Battlefield game. And so I'm a huge Battlefield fan. That's one of my favorite series. I like it over Call of Duty. I haven't touched 5 yet. I want to, just haven't had the time to get to it yet. Battle Royales, I try to pick and choose. I like Battle Royale games, but I'm not a diehard to really enjoy too much of that. Apex Legends is an exception for it, but it's not something where you're going to see me constantly playing on. I like playing with friends, and that's probably the only time I'll do it is play with friends.
That's genius. Little investment.
Yeah, but Battlefield 5, that's a game I could probably play by myself and still have fun because I just like that series so much. Now, another series that I actually like, and I'm so glad it's happening, is Halo Collection is coming to PC, including Reach. This makes me very happy because I don't have my 360 anymore. I got rid of it because the only reason I hold on to it because Tales of Vesperia was only on that console at the time, but now it's out on the Switch and everything. And then for the next gen, I'm like, bye-bye 360 and all this stuff. And that's the one thing I regret though, was like, I miss my Halo game on that thing. And now the Halo Collection is coming to PC. I don't have to get Xbox One yet. Right. But unless like I want to get one for its collector's item, I might get a Slim in the future or something like that. But regardless, I'm hyped for the PC one because, they're getting the Halo Involved, the remastered one. Yeah. You're getting the second one, which I never got a chance to play the second one.
Really?
Never ever. 'Cause I never had an Xbox growing up.
Okay.
And yeah, and in the 360 era, they never had the remake or anything for that. They only had 3 in the remake of the first one, and then Beyond 4 and all that kind of stuff. So I never got a chance to touch 2. I played the multiplayer friend stuff, but I never fully played the story, and I want to play the story. And so, but 3, I like 4. A lot of people are off 4. I like Halo 4. I thought 4 was.
I haven't played it yet. I have it on my shelf. Mm-hmm. It's up there.
Yeah, I like that game. I know it's a little different because 343, but I thought they did a great job. Now 5, I can't speak for 5. I don't know how 5 is going to be, but is 5 on this list?
Actually,
I don't think 5's on this list. Check it out for me.
I think they're trying to do a chronological.
Yeah.
So they're trying to do it like, okay, they're going to do Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST 4. But there's no mention of 5, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to kind of hold off on that.
But I think that's where Reach is coming in.
They're probably the Halo Reach, which I think had one of the best.
Reach is good.
Yeah, that was the best campaign, like first person shooter campaign I ever played. It's up. That is, if you're going to make a movie, an actual live action movie, that's what you make it on.
Right. And I actually just like all the stories of Halo. I don't have to really play the multiplayer to do it. I might just do it just to see how rusty I am or how bad I am. But I just like the stories and just the cool story about Master Chief, the mysterious guy that we'll never know who he is in the future.
Yeah, he goes to Marathon, but not really.
Right. And so, I always like playing with a buddy and co-op. So I don't know how they're going to do on this one where if it's online, you can play co-op with a friend or not.
Please make it cross-play compatible.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, that would be genius. That you gotta.
Is the Halo Collection on Game Pass yet? Do you have Game Pass? I don't have Game Pass.
No, I don't actually own an Xbox One.
You don't? Okay.
No, not yet.
I heard Game Pass is coming to PC.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that.
And Xbox tangentially related, Xbox Live coming to the Switch.
Yes.
So, but yes, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed feelings because Xbox Live and then Game Pass, and you get different things with it. I'm still kind of on the fence about that because it's like that would be like Sony doing, okay, you have PS Plus and then you have PS Game Pass or PS Pass where you get this. No, actually, PlayStation Now. That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
streaming.
Yeah. I'm still kind of worried about that. I'm not a big fan of, bad connection. There goes my game.
Oh, spoiler alert! It's falling on its face.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, and anybody with two eyes could have told you that. Could have told Sony that would have happened. Streaming. There are certain things you can't stream. RPGs, sure. Fighting games, no. Action games, no. Why would no? I don't know. Whomever came up with that dropped the ball.
I just never knew who that was for. I guess it's for people that just want to play a lot of the old libraries in some sort of way instead of just.
It was Sony knowing that they messed up by not making the PS4 backwards compatible. I bet. And Sony trying to justify their purchase of Gaikai. So they're like, yeah, we'll put a streaming service around. It's like, unless you're sitting on the server farm, you can't. No. Sorry. Don't even get me started on that netcode. No.
Left 4 Dead and Evolve developers Turtle Rock announced their new game Back 4 Blood, or Left 4 Dead Back 4 Blood. I think that should just went in and call for that, especially the hint of the number 4 in the middle of it all.
Exactly.
But Turtle Rock, Left 4 Dead was great. Evolve did not do so well. But people said that it was a game that had a good idea, just didn't get enough of a installed base on it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great idea done poorly.
Yeah.
And install base, yes.
Yeah.
The fact they went free to play, what, a year and a half or so after the game came out, and they had to try to rebrand it. I like the idea, but
yeah. But Back 4 Blood, like I said, it kind of reminds you of. It looks like it's kind of like, I might be wrong here, but it kind of gives you that like the Transylvania kind of feel look,
Yeah, they're throwing zombies in it.
Yeah, but like the characters look like they're from like, from that era per se. Well, at least one guy, he looks like, a bounty hunter with a crossbow and all this kind of stuff. But a lot of people like Left 4 Dead. I like Left 4 Dead. It was fun with the 4 players. I hope that they do not like cut and repeat what Left 4 Dead was. Like,
yeah,
I don't want like the boomers again kind of characters. I don't want the tongue lash one. I want some new ones that will be the WTF moment kind of monsters. Like, I didn't expect that.
A little less predictable.
Yeah. And hopefully like the journey. I hope like they don't do the whole safe room idea. I hope there's something else to replace the safe room idea, or is something new.
So I don't know if you've played the game Warhammer Vermintide.
I haven't.
Okay, so Vermintide and Vermintide 2. I haven't played Vermintide 2, but there's basically Left 4 Dead games. Yeah. 4 people, waves of things, and you have different classes, advanced classes. So I hope they take the mistakes that Vermintide did, and like safe rooms, have a mobile safe room. You got to chase it down. How about that? Or it's I kind of like how they did the climax at the end of certain campaigns of Left 4 Dead. You got to defend this area. They're sprinkle a little bit more in there. I wish them luck. I for one will be watching it with great interest.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. In Left 4 Dead, if a person dies, could you pick up their weapon?
Yes, you could pick up their weapon, and you could eventually they would respawn in a closet.
Okay.
So you could pick up their weapon, but there's really no point because you'll probably find another weapon on the way. Or near the end of the campaign.
Okay. So, and with that, we have Neo Geo games and an HD remake, Windjammers. Sequel, Windjammers 2 trailer is out and no set date yet. I'm a huge Windjammer fan. I love Windjammers. Shout out to Stone. We got to do our challenge. I like that game. It's basically Pong with Frisbee. And I really enjoy the game. The second one looks really good. These are the same developers that are doing Streets of Rage. I think they're Demu. Is it Demu? Is that how you say their name?
Demu, the French developer. I believe they're... Well,
Dotemu.
Dotemu,
yeah. They're also in charge of Wonder Boy, the Dragon Trap. But they're in charge of Streets of Rage 4, but their animation is just so beautiful, the way they did that. And I really like the structure, the way they They made their artwork for the characters and everything like that.
Yeah.
And now, have you had a chance to play Windjammers? Have you ever touched it?
I played Windjammers when they re-released it.
That's the one I played. Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. I didn't get enough time with it to really get into it. I was like, okay, I can see what they're trying to do. Reminds me of Super Dodgeball on the NES.
Yes.
So I'll have to go back and play Windjammers again. I'm personally not excited for Windjammers 2, but I'm glad to see that they're getting some exposure, because it really makes me hope Street
You are so missing out. It's so good. You got to find the right person.
I must have missed the boat. Everybody talks about Windjammers.
We need to have that at the RGS, like a tournament. I would provide a prize for that. That'd be great for the summer games or something like that.
Is that so you could enter and just win the prize?
Dude, I'm really not that good at Windjammers. I just love the adrenaline of dude, when that frisbee goes into that goal, you feel so mad because they making sure that this person score. Score! It's just it looks like everything's about to break the way they throw that frisbee. No man can throw a frisbee that freaking hard. And that's why it's so intense. Man. And then when you throw it back and forth, it's just they just does such a good job with the animation to make it feel intense. It just goes faster and faster and faster. And you hear the little zoom, zoom, and all this kind of stuff. It's just so intense. So.
Yeah. Little does everyone know he's actually hustling. He's probably a Windjammers expert.
Right? No. But I actually played that at Expo in Tulsa a while back, and because of Tokyo Gaming or I forgot what OK Gaming was up there, and they had they had an arcade of that, and so me and John Stone from the Gamer Stand back in the day, we went over there to play it, and we were just addicted to it, and then we saw it coming on the PlayStation. It was awesome. So now that you mentioned, I need to get that on the Switch.
I think I have Windjammers on PS4. I think it was part of a Games with Plus.
Yeah,
I have to go back and find out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Switch would make it easier to get a ad hoc 2-player game going. Mm-hmm. I could dig it.
Nindies has had Nintendo had another fun direct dedicated to the indie developers called the Nindies. This is what I like about Nintendo. They warm my heart when it warms my heart when people take the time to appreciate indie developers.
Yes.
I love indie developers because the fact that they work so hard to get their dream to come true, and they just come with the craziest stuff that a lot of publishers will not take a chance on these ideas.
Yeah. And it's low risk, high reward kind of thing. It's for some of them.
Yeah. So they had one. It's about 25 minutes. You can check it on YouTube or whatever site that you enjoy watching your gaming news and articles on. And this one, I think each one they always came out with, there was always a bunch of exciting games. Out of 20 of them they showed you, there has to be you can't walk out thinking I like 2 of those.
No, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. And so with that, Cuphead was the first one that really came out. They had an old school black and white commercial with this old man talking about how to enjoy your cup of milk and everything like that. And then when they poured it, Cuphead and Mugman came out, and so Cuphead's coming for the Switch. There's been a lot of talk about the Xbox, and Nintendo been in a little bit of talks. I don't know how that worked with MHR. They're the people that develop Cuphead.
Yeah,
I don't know, did they still own part of the rights for it, or Microsoft kind of just been lenient on it and everything like that?
I don't know. I read somewhere it's apropos. It's called Deal with the Devil because I don't know, dealing with Nintendo is ooh, what are you giving up? How much are you giving? But you know what? It sounds like everybody's going to end up getting paid pretty hardcore, right. So that's why it's really happening.
Right, and so this is coming out on April 18th for the Switch, and for people that don't know, it's a beautiful animated bullet hell shooter game set in the Betty Boo 1920s, 1940s kind of setting.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, where everything in the background animation is moving their bodies and dancing at some point. You think they're going to sing, but no, that's just normal. That's just normal. It's kind of like Seizure on the Go. And so, but I love this game. It is hard as hell, but it's not unforgiving. It's just more of just practice and you will get better at it. You can play with 2 people, and with 2 people doesn't mean it's easier. It's even harder.
Nope.
But it's so much fun. The thing that saves this game for me, Jaron, is the fact that when you die, you get back into the game immediately. It's not like a 5 seconds, 4 seconds of loading to get back into it, because when you
going,
yeah, because you die so quick, you want to be ready to, like, I'm ready to go back in. I don't want to lose my flow. And so they did a good job of, like, loading you right back into that game immediately. And I bet you that's why it took so long for that development, because they needed to set it up where, like, we need them to be ready right on the spot when you die. We can't have these wait loading screens and everything like that. But it's beautiful animation. This is the game that I can sit and watch someone play. I just love the animation, and it's all hand drawn. And I appreciate people that go out of their way to do this stuff here, and it gets paid off very well. So if you have it on Xbox or PC, definitely get it now. But if you're waiting for Cuphead on the Switch coming on April 18th, you won't be disappointed. Check it out.
Not a long wait. Like, it's not a long wait at all.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. My friend Pedro, this is one of my favorite ones I'm looking at from Devolver. Those are the people that did Titan Soul. What other games that they did? They did so many. They do so many crazy games.
I played like 4 of them. There's one where you're like a mayor. You're a mayor and you have to go.
From the field like Earthbound. Is it from the field they did Earthbound or something like that?
No. It's like this. You're like this 8-bit mayor, and or you're this with bunny ears, so you can switch out different characters. Mm. Oh man,
they're in charge of like Broforce, Under the Gungeon, Hotline Miami.
I love Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami is pretty good. The Messenger.
Yes, Broforce. I love all their Bronan the Barbarian, Chuck Broris, and all the Brominator. Yes.
So what's this one about? This is about a crazy gunman that will bring its crazy flip gun tossing action and a talking banana. And basically the way the action gameplay looks is basically he's like kind of like doing a ballet. Have you seen this?
No. I gun like ballet, like gun katas.
Yeah. So like they do tricks or slow motion. You use slow motion, you aim it right, but it's like it looks like he's doing like a ballad kind of dance to it and everything like that.
It looks fun.
Yeah, it looks really good. But it's coming out for PC and Switch only. I'm very excited about it. It just looks like hella fun. If hella was still a cool word.
Wow. And the fact that Switch got console exclusivity rights on it.
Right.
Or maybe timed exclusivity. Yeah, okay. I'm all right. If the price is right, I'm rocking this. Rocking this.
And so it's just a few months away. They haven't had a direct date yet for it. NeoCap. NeoCap is basically kind of like a visual novel kind of game where you're a cab driver and you're picking up people and you're just learning stories about them. Okay. And you're set in this world, in a sci-fi cyberpunk kind of world where
Blade Runner.
Kind of. Yeah. And I think like humans are very integrated machinery, and they have to be very careful how they are at night. And so this NeoCab person is in charge of, it's the only cab still existing.
What?
So she's the only one that just picks up these customers, everything like that. So definitely,
her fare is like $500 for 1 mile.
Right.
Don't like it? Pick another cab. Oh, right. Wait, you can't.
Right. Red Lantern. This one was interesting to me. It was announced way back, but now it's coming out. It's a roguelike adventure set in Alaska wilderness. Players assume control of a character who has ventured out to train and eventually race in the Iditarod, and I guess that's think of Balto or Iron Will, those kind of like giant races with the dogs and everything like that. When tragedy strikes and must fight the force of nature to survive. So when I looked at this trailer, you definitely see a lot of the bonding of her and her dogs, and you're hustling through the day and night and everything like that, and then all of a sudden, like you get attacked by this giant bear. Your dogs are helping find out, but it's like kind of like a survival. But I don't know, like, do you still have your dogs? Do you still keep mushing? I have no idea, but it's very intriguing.
Wow,
how how you have to survive. It almost feels like the game Alone Dark per se.
Yeah. I know a few friends who would play this up until like something happens to one of the dogs, and they're like, I'm done.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right. Katana Zero. This is one of my most anticipated games. Katana Zero is such a badass game where you are you're this samurai warrior. Think of like kind of like Goemon from Lupin the Third, and you're going around slashing everything, but you're this ultimate fighter. You get all these cool moves that you can unlock and everything like that. But the thing about it is that you get one life, like one hit and you're dead kind of thing.
Wow.
And so
like dead, start over from the beginning of the game.
Yeah, like beginning of the level. But what they do is they rewind when you die, they rewind back everything so you can see where your mistakes are. It's basically going in and trying to make sure you get everything timed right. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of games where you go in, you have to time everything right. You got to kill the person at the right time. You got to do this at the right place. What works for this? What works for that?
Oh, you can slice bullets, can't you?
Yeah. And like in slow motion, anything in slow motion, you're very vulnerable. Like, so if someone shoots a bullet, you can hit the bullets back. You know, all this in the slow motion, everything. And like I said, you get different abilities that expands your abilities to do even more cooler stuff and everything like that. This game looks amazing. I am very hyped for it. It's coming out for right now PC and Switch. So definitely check this out when this comes out. I believe April 18th.
Yeah,
April 18th. Yeah.
Oh man, there are going to be some empty wallets.
Yes.
That gives me a Dead Cells vibe. I have yet to play Dead Cells. I know, sinner. But definitely looks like, you know, that rogue like Dead Cells flavor. But
and it has that very 80s feel.
Yeah,
very 80s tied up.
Synthwave.
Right. Speaking of 80s, Rad, from the people that did Double Fine, those are your people that have done games like
Psychonauts.
There you go. That's the one I was going
to Brutal Legend.
Yep, and then Psychonauts 2 coming soon.
Oh yeah.
And so I never got a chance to play Psychonauts. I always wanted to play it.
It's on my list, but I have played me some Brutal Legend. So.
And that's with Jack Black, right?
Oh yeah.
You liked it?
I enjoy it. I want to go back and finish it, or I have it for a different console, so I have to start from the beginning. Fun game.
Okay.
Very fun game.
Okay. Rad is going to be, it's more set again in the 80s, but the way it works is it's kind of like an overhead view, and basically you're this guy that actually has the ability to mutate to other things.
Okay.
To survive in this post-apocalypse, and you're the one that's blessed to change the apocalypse world back to a paradise world.
All right.
Because of your mutation abilities. So like when you're seeing it, you'll see like a road of like flowers following you, everything like that. But also on top of that, you can merge with other enemies, and you can turn into certain things like with a snake head, or like a mutant spider that can lay eggs.
Oh,
all
I'm
this kind of
Kid
stuff.
Chameleon vibe from that.
Yeah. Shout out to Kid Chameleon. I missed that game. And so, this is by Double Fine. It's supposed to probably come out this summer, so definitely check that out if you're a Double Fine fan. This one is one of my favorite ones. I'm a fan of games where it's so off the wall it could work kind of way. And this is one. This one is called Creature of the Well, and this one is about a swordsman that use pinball to fight.
Oh,
it's a pinball fighting, adventure fighting game. So you will go through this game, and you're trying to beat the bosses and go to these rooms, but it's set like a pinball. So you hit this pinball with your weapon, and you're going from the room to, defeating your bosses and everything like that. This game looks freaking awesome to me.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. And I think it's going to be easy to overlook. So I want to say right now, this is probably one of my most anticipated games.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen it in action, it's like a kind of an Arkanoid meets Sonic Spinball, except the part that doesn't suck.
Yeah, and for people that need a better one, Fury, the game Fury, think of that Fury, but you're hitting a pinball.
Yes. Sorry, Arkanoid. I should say Breakout.
Breakout. Yeah.
Arkanoid. What is that? Oh, Breakout.
So I definitely check that out. All the stuff we have told you, you can definitely go see the trailer right now off of YouTube or whatever site you're watching. This comes out summer 2019, so definitely check that out. Bloodroots. Bloodroots is a game that is so psycho, it's not even funny. And this is a game where you basically look like you're one of those guys with wearing like a wolf outfit on, and you're just going around, going to village. It's basically a bloodshed kind of game. It's hard to describe it, but I say definitely check this one out if you have a chance. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. I don't want to ruin it for you, so definitely check it out.
If you like Hotline Miami, you're going to enjoy it, especially that if you're bloodthirsty.
That's a good way.
If you're bloodthirsty.
Yeah. Miami, Hotline Miami in the Forest. And speaking of forest, this is another game called Pine. Pine is a game where it's evolution, where you have different animal societies, but you only see one human. It feels like you're like the Beastmaster per se as part of it. And it looks like that you are maybe the only human in this world, because like you'll see deer people, you'll see crocodile people. They're not, maybe you could say it's anamorphic metamorphic kind of style to that and everything like that. But what I got off of it, Jaron, if you look at the gameplay and everything, it has a very Fable feel to it.
Yes.
Even the main character.
Animation.
Yeah. And so when I see the game and all whatnot, this game's coming out in August, but I think it needs a little bit more tune-up in my opinion. It feels a little bit sluggish on the gameplay and everything like that. So definitely check out the gameplay when you have a chance. Tell me what you think. Are you a Fable fan?
I liked Fable 2. I liked Fable 3 a little bit more. It definitely has a Fable meets the Jungle Book vibe.
Yeah.
But I hope they go deeper than, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I hope they go deeper with your human world of animals, because that story's been told a lot.
Yeah.
The one in a million, or the one out of everybody else. So I'd like to see them take it someplace unexpected.
There's been a lot of games lately where they use a lot of wilderness lately, like Far Cry.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's the backlash to everybody saying, "Oh, well, the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 generation were grimy browns and grays and urban, so they're trying to get more nature."
Well, here's some of the gameplay I like. I'm showing you right now, and you can kind of see. Like I said, it has kind of like that Fable, definitely Fable feel to it. But to me, when the more I look at it, it kind of looks a little sluggish. Hopefully, they will tune it up a little bit.
Yeah,
and everything like that.
I mean, it looks like they're trying to make it more momentum, where the hits look more visceral, but it just seems, very
stiff and everything like that. So, but it doesn't come out till August, so hopefully there'll be some tune-ups. Yeah. So they got about a couple months to get this tuned up and everything like that. But I want to hold my thoughts until it comes out. It might be one of those diamond in the roughs, and what I mean like rough, but it might be a diamond in there. It might be a game that might be pretty interesting.
We'll see if it's get it launch or wait for a deep discount.
Right. Blaster Master 02. So if you're a Blaster Master fan, the first one came out there. They're back again. They was on the NES, and then they brought it back. I guess like it's a prequel to both of those, to the main ones.
Yeah,
so.
they've done a few. This is like the second reboot of it, or spiritual sequel.
Yeah,
but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I like Blaster Master 2. Mm-hmm. I haven't played Blaster Master 1, so I heard Blaster Master 1 is a must play.
Stranger Things 3, the game. So this is a game that I think is coming out. All consoles coming out on the 4th of July. I think the same time that the Netflix show, the 3rd season, is coming out for Stranger Things.
I'm excited.
And the game is very old school. Kind of reminds you a little bit of Syndicate, per se.
Yeah.
Syndicate and
some of the Shadowrun on 16-bit.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this game yet, because I have a hard time playing games based off movies. They don't do the best of times, but maybe this one will fool me. And especially this is Stranger Things 3, the game, and I just wish this is called Stranger Things and make that the game itself and then work your way up. Because now you're hopping into a third one based on the game, and maybe you wanted to see what was before that. But anyways, if you're a Stranger Things fan, I'm a Stranger Things fan. I think it's worth taking a look at.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be fun. It has a little bit of that. The Shadowrun mixed with some Diablo, especially with that view, and it looks like it's more action-based, so yeah.
Yeah. And then the last one we're going to put out, and there's more of these, we're just highlighting some of the ones that stand out to us, or me personally.
The one that we're going to buy.
Yeah, and so the last one was a surprise, because Link is just coming back again, and he's actually a bonus game to a series that I am going to try now, because you know what's funny? It's been around, I just never cared about, but now Link got involved into it. It's like, okay, there has to be something special if you got Nintendo to let you lend out their character to them. But Crib of the Necro Dancer franchise is back, and now they brought Zelda to it.
Oh, yeah.
And for people that don't know, it's a rhythm fighting game, but it's not like you have to fight, you have to fight on the beat, but like, it looks like you're hopping. You have to hop at the right beat. You have to strike at the right time and everything like that.
The more on beats you are, the better you will do at the game.
Yeah. So it is very interesting, and I kind of want to see where this goes. If you look at the trailer for it, it can easily throw you off. Like, well, I don't get it. You can definitely I don't get the feel, but I think it's one of those you have to play it to try it yourself to see if you really like it or not. So I'm going to maybe try to buy the first one, and then try to play the next one.
So depending on how daring you're feeling when you get the first one, you can hook up a DDR pad, and actually you can play the game on a DDR pad. It is an option for the Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Huh. I wonder, can you do that with the drum set, like say like on a guitar or something?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, but it might take some modding. The rhythmically challenged are going to have they might have a hard time, but they'll learn. Anybody can get that rhythm.
And it's called the Cantus of Hyrule, and you can tell right here it's definitely based off the Link to the Past, my favorite Zelda of all time. Yeah. And what's your favorite Zelda of all time?
Ooh, I would say until recently it was Link. It was Ocarina of Time, but Breath of the Wild and Link Between Worlds are really.
Oh, okay.
So, and fun note, Cadence is actually the main character from Crypt of the Necrodancer. So.
Oh, okay.
So and I love how they incorporate
Now you haven't played Crypt of the Necrodancer, have you?
No.
Okay.
On a trip with some friends early this year, someone actually just happened to be playing it, and it was after I'd read something about it. I was like, "Hey, that's Crypt of the Necrodancer," and I think it's also a little roguelike as well.
Okay.
But you just keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper. It's one of those games you can just sink hours into.
Does it interest you?
I will give it a try, and especially you wrap a Zelda package around it.
Right.
Yeah. So this is coming out probably. I would say I wouldn't be surprised if this came out about May. I'll probably give it a try.
Yeah, I think it's going to come out in May too. But you definitely, for the listeners, don't expect this to be on PC. It's strictly for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out. I'm probably going to get it on PC, and then I'll probably get now. Cantus Hyrule is it is a standalone game. You don't have to have the other one to get to that one, I don't think. So you can just buy this one and go at it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try it on PC, and then I'll just probably get the Zelda only one on the Switch and everything like that.
Yeah, it looks like fun, and the fact that as Nintendo, anyone who owns a Switch, you're getting not one but 2 Zelda games in 1 year.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right, and we don't even know what's happening at E3. We don't know if Zelda's going to be in something else.
Yeah, it's like people are like, "Oh, why don't we get a Breath of the Wild?" You're spoiled. You got
right.
2 Zelda games this year.
Right. And so I'm trying to find a day I can get back to kind of doing twitching, like at least like once a week, and that'd be a game that I would love to do on there. But I have to be in the mood for Twitch. You know what I mean? I have to be in the mood.
It's one of those things you got to set aside 2-3 hours.
Yeah. So I've been trying to do that like on the weekends right now with the girl Bree I've been talking about. Awesome gal, and we've been playing like I said, we've been playing Apex Legends, and now we're gonna try Overwatch, which after this recording I'm probably gonna test the waters Overwatch, kind of get myself trained a little bit before I don't look totally bad.
Soldier 76. I love Diva, but that's because I love Diva. I love getting in people's faces, but Soldier 76 if you're a first time player.
I did play earlier. The one that I did connect with was the girl that had the ice ability. She was more of a defense. Yeah,
May is Bae. She is Bae.
I
love May.
I thought she was really good, but I need to work on having a defense and an offensive character. I'm not a big healer person, so I just don't do healing.
I don't know. You might want to try out Lucio because he's a healer, but God, you get good with him, you will troll the whole team. You'll troll the whole enemy team. You just boop, 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 and it's hard to hit you because you're skating around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Lucio. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, and apparently there's a new character that came out, Baptiste. I don't know if he'll be on the consoles yet, but Baptiste is out. So
yeah, and he'll be free. He's free, right?
That's what's great about Overwatch. All the content's free.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where Apex is trying to do their thing. They're trying to get these Overwatch kind of liking characters.
Yeah, if you want cosmetics, you can grind it out.
Yeah,
but
because now Octane is out now for Apex Legends. Yeah. And I see him in the game, but people have been wrecking stuff with Octane.
Yeah, do you have to pay for him or is
no? Really? No. Well, I mean,
you can grind him out, but
you can grind it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not one of those like you have to. He's under a giant paywall only. Okay. You just you do the normal way where you get Mirage or Cossack. Yeah. So yeah, same thing.
Well, I have some points built up on the PC. I might spend them on Octane.
He looks like a Borderlands character. He's insane.
Yeah, it's the Apex does have a cheating problem, so I hope Octane isn't abused.
What's the cheating problem?
Of course, the same thing as always. It's the aimbotting.
Oh yeah,
on the PC.
Yeah, because they say at Wrath, it's like this has the smallest hit point window compared to like all the big guys. I'm like, they need to fix that.
Yeah. and walking around a corner immediately getting killed.
Yeah.
I was like, where did that come from?
Right.
So,
Right.
but yeah, I'm down for it.
Nintendo, 2 years. It's been 2 years now. Happy anniversary to them.
Oh, yeah.
Second year. You almost feel like it's longer than that because, like, you know, the last.
They've been killing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. Is it their second year or is it 3 years?
It's their second year. They came out in 2017.
You're right. You're right. I forgot they came out halfway.
Month.
I forgot they came halfway, not the beginning. You're right. Yeah. And, you know, on this episode, we're going to be basically, we don't have too much time, so we just kind of want to talk about, you know, what they have, how their year going, what we hope to see, you know, and overall thoughts. So, Jaron, let's start with you first, man. How do you feel so far the Switch has been doing?
Well, as a recent new owner of the Switch has been killing it. It's been all right. So, I didn't adopt it until earlier this year, and there's so much to play. Dropping a Mario and a Zelda the first year, genius. And then, of course, they had their ports. But they've made sure that there is at least 2-3 games that you have to play on the Switch. And I am glad that Nintendo is leaning into the we don't need graphics or power. We have gameplay and we have innovation.
Right.
And that's what got Nintendo to where they are.
So. Also, I want to talk about pros and cons about this console so far, and then they need to fix. But no, Nintendo's been doing a good job. I'm very proud of them that they're not relying too hard on their big AAAs to carry that ship. You know, people are talking about the console has too many indies. I think that's a wonderful thing. Now, does their eShop need to be structured better? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Curate that.
Yes.
Curate it.
Yes, it needs to be structured a little bit better. But the fact that indie games are there to fill in until the next big games are coming out is great. And I love the fact that they are working with developers. Yes, they're not getting the games that we desire on there, like EA. You're not going to get Madden on there. This is probably not going to happen. You're going to get soccer. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But you got 2K basketball and all that kind of stuff. But
the wrestling is horrible.
But we're getting what we're getting, though, is some studios that don't really shine are shining. Like, Nintendo's and Platinum's combo has been phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And I don't know why Nintendo just won't pop the question and propose to them and say, just come with us, you know. But they've been working well with them. Square Enix has been kind of playing nice with them and everything like that.
They're giving them some of their PlayStation 1 scraps.
Yeah, and then they're helping out with brand new stuff. Like, they're getting those developers that done, like, Bravery Default, Seiken Bravery. They're the ones that did Octopus Traveler.
Yes.
They're helping them work on some other ones. You know, the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Bless your heart for anybody that loves that series. I'm not a big fan of that series, but you know, they're still continue on support for that and everything like that. We're seeing Sega kind of working a little bit with them on some ideas and everything like that. Rumor has a Borderlands 2 is coming out maybe for that thing. So yes, we're getting some old games to it, but at the same time, it feels new to the Switch because we get to take this on the go. So that's why it's new at the same time.
That's been their ace of spades over and over. It's portable. It's like, yeah, you have it, but can you play it over here?
Yes. And so, but I don't know if we're ever going to get the big ones. Like, I don't think we're ever going to get Grand Theft Auto on there. I don't know we're ever going to get a Red Dead on there. I don't know if we're ever going to get a Call of Duty on there.
Or a mainline Final Fantasy.
Or any heavy multiplayer shooter games on that thing. I don't. Like, Splatoon is the only one that kind of success on that. And funny thing is, too, that Mario Kart was a game from the old generation, and it's one of the most top ones for this generation.
Yeah, and I understand why they did it. You know,
no, it was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, Wii U only sold 15 million units. Switch is at what, 30, 40 already? That's a lot of untapped market for Mario Kart 8, Yoshi's Woolly World, Kirby, all that.
But they've been really doing a good job of the way they're promoting and directing the videos for these things. Like, they're having, even though, you know, we're never going to get the crazy Reggie and Sakurai anymore because, or Iwata, because, Iwata passed away and Reggie is now retired. But, it's cool that we're still getting these directs and they're still kind of showing us some big surprises still. Like, Animal Crossing is supposed to still come out this year. Bayonetta 3 might be still coming out this year.
Yeah. Metroid's getting redone, so
that disappoint me. But at the same time, do it right.
So Jinx.
Yeah. So do it right. We don't know what other ones are going to be coming up. We don't know if that rumor of Star Fox and F-Zero is going to be coming out.
I'm lighting some candles, casting some spells.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I want my Star Fox.
But I do love the fact that Nintendo is still providing a lot of stuff that still, when I go to that eShop, I'm like, I want that game, I want this game, I want that game.
Put that on your wish list. It's huge.
Yeah,
my wish list is huge right now.
Yeah, I still love the fact that, like, you know, it runs great at 1080. It still looks good at 720 with 30 frames per second. I love the fact that, you know, they're in talk for a new Switch, a mini Switch, but we don't know what's in all that.
Yeah, it's all speculation. They're saying, oh, it's portable only, streamlined.
You know, I like that they're trying to evolve it and keep it going. At the same time, I'd rather they like do a redone of what we have and just, you know, bigger hard drive and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, they did it with the Wii U.
They did
bigger hard drive. Don't split the market like PS4 did with PS4 Pro though. Don't try and release a Switch Pro edition. As much as people will like it, you know, more games or whatever, you're doing fine. Mm-hmm. Your power's in the games,
right?
Make sure power's in the games. Lean on that. And yes, you don't need all the AAA. You have so much property. Mm-hmm. New Ice Climbers.
Yeah, and then
balloon fight.
Yeah, and then, you know, they have their online, which needs to come with a little bit more. Like I like the entree, but there's not enough sides. I'm still hungry. You know?
You're being nice. I'm just gonna say online sucks. The only saving grace is that it's $20 a year.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Sorry. If you want to put a bullet, yeah.
I don't care about Solomon's Key. That's just me. Mm-hmm. Don't care. I don't care about playing Mario 3 for the third 3,000th time. Mm-hmm. I want throw some Super Nintendo on there. Throw GameCube. I know you can do it.
64.
GameCube. 64. Yeah.
64's on the Wii U. So yes, I don't see. There's no excuse.
I challenge you to name 10 quality games from the 64 though.
That are quality?
That are quality.
You can play Mario 64. You can play Mario Kart. Those can work still. Mm-hmm. You can do Jet Force Gemini if they allow it. Star Fox 64 still works really well.
Buddy with Microsoft, so they might.
Yeah, Star Fox 64 still works well. GoldenEye, no. You can't do GoldenEye on there.
Nope.
You can't really, other than Jet Force Gemini, really no rare games on there could work. In my opinion, F-Zero X can still work on there very well. I can give you 6. I can't give you 10. But.
Yeah, I'll throw one to you. Blast Core. I would mess.
You would get Blast Core?
I would mess with that again.
Okay.
Mischief Makers.
Extreme G.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you.
Where Acclaim is in the world, wherever they are.
Hopefully, burning in the pits of games.
But now they got Turok on there, not as a redo, but there's Turok on there, so they're finding different ways.
Yeah.
Nothing to brag about Turok, but you know.
I'm just saying.
Castlevania 64.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. don't troll people like that. Don't troll. Everybody knows it was the second Castlevania 64.
Oh my god! In the sequel, there was a sequel.
Basically, the retread of the first one, but performance better. But no, Nintendo's kind of dragging on the online, but they're doing that because they know they can.
Right.
They know they can. You know why? Tetris 99. Mm-hmm. They already got you.
Yeah.
Tetris 99. They got you.
Yeah. So, but overall on the pro side, Nintendo's doing well. The games are still delivering very well. When they announce a game, it still gets you hype. I never played Animal Crossing before. I'm gonna give this one a try. Yes, Metroid is still coming, not until like 2021 probably. Yeah. But you know, I know there's some more stuff coming out. Ex Machina. The
Damon X Machina.
Yeah, that was one of my most anticipated games. I wanted to play. And then, you know, you're getting like Ace Attorney Collection coming out for that thing. Yeah. I never played those games. So there's some games that are coming out for that. Bring Yakuza. But let's talk about the cons here. And then we'll talk about what we want for the future of this. So the cons, the voice acting is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Not voice acting, sorry. The chat room, the voice.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize, not voice acting. Yeah, voice chat.
Voice
not
chat.
Acceptable. Not acceptable on an app. I think that should have been integrated. Still not working out for people. You're better off doing your PlayStation chat room and then play with that way.
Or using your phone going through Discord.
Yeah, because even if your phone decides to go on sleep mode or something, then you're screwed. Your phone doesn't stay on unless you have to leave it on.
Yeah,
but it's still not good. They should find a different way to integrate that. The online, yes, $20 is the only reason why you're not too upset about it. But at the same time, I do agree it should come with better back catalogs of games that you have, or even extra exclusives for $20. Like maybe an extra
2 games a month, 2 NES games a month.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Yeah, it should have been like
Miss me with that.
Right, could have been cool as like if it was like a Netflix kind of style, maybe, and just download the game you want.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't even have to be download. Just Netflix come at us with, a huge catalog. I mean, Nintendo is just kind of being lazy. Nintendo, that's lazy. I mean, you have so much you wouldn't have to check with licensing. You could say, hey, bam, 30 NES games, bam, 15 SNES games, and to get you hyped, we're working on GameCube.
Yeah.
Don't commit to a date. Just say we're working on GameCube. Bam, everybody's hyped.
Mm-hmm. And then I would have liked to see. Now maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm not an online member yet. Are you an online member?
I'm doing it. I'm doing the 3 months, and
Is there huge discounts for that? Do you get cool discounts on games and stuff like that? If not, that needs to be something. Then that's something that should be like we should be getting little discounts as being a member.
No, see, you already hit the hot button. The only way you get discounts, and I'm using air quotes for those who can't see me, is if you subscribe to their coin system. So if you buy games in their eShop, exactly, or buy games that are new and register it within a year, it has to be within a year. Not like when the Wii and the Wii U, when you can just go in, to your rental shop. I did this and just scan codes and then collect the coins.
Right,
you got to do it in a year, and then you'll maybe, if you have enough, you can cash in for 15% off, 20% off, whatever. It's a little. It sucks. It pisses me off, and I was like, I'm. PS Plus, it's $60 a year, but I get an extra 15-20% off on top of already discounting games. That would be great on the eShop. It's like eShop sale. Oh, and your Nintendo Online? Sure, let's take another 20%, 15, 10, 20% off.
Yeah, and with that, it's the structure of the eShop that needs to be more categorized and a lot more structured.
Yes.
If you're gonna have so many games, then this needs to be structured more. I mean, you're getting about 10 to 20 indie games a month.
At least. It's almost
and
it's nowhere near Wii shovelware.
Yeah. Thank God it's not getting too close to the shovelware, but it's getting there. They got to separate it because there's a lot of games that get overlooked because of other games because it's not on the front of the page.
Exactly. I mean, give me a rating of like, hey, I want games that are 4 stars and up.
Yeah.
So there's some. But
how about if you like this game? Why don't you try these? There's never a suggestions box for that.
Once again, going back to Netflix, it's like, hey, people who play this enjoy this.
Yeah.
So I think with that, and you can even hook people up and find a random friend. Well, Nintendo's weird about the friend code thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the friend code thing is
that's another. Yeah, but they firmly established they're not going to change that.
Yeah,
they've had that for however long. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What online system wasn't perfect when it launched?
That's true.
Xbox Live even sucked back on the original Xbox.
That's true. That's true.
So I'll give them that. It's like, all right, your online server's been out for what? It launched last year?
Yeah,
last year. I give you, 2019, mid 2019, or I'm sorry, mid 2020, and then, whatever.
So future. Before we wrap this up, what do we want to see in the future of the Nintendo Switch going on? So I'm pretty sure games is probably one of the highlights, but I think they're doing a good job with the games that are coming out. There hasn't been a game like, I wish they sure make this game now. No, I actually am surprised what they did. I mean, their last Direct, what their lineup, what the games they're doing with Platinum, there's some Square Enix is doing. Yeah. I'm satisfied with the game is. It's more of their game of service is really, I think, everybody's on the brain about. So one of my picking is it's time for themes. I want to buy themes for my background. I'm tired of seeing my black and white background. I want a theme to put in my background. I wish I could just upload a picture of something for the background like they did back in the PS3 era. That would be kind of cool. Or just have themes for buy. I'll buy a theme. I don't care. I just want something different.
They do it for the 3DS. 3DS is on death's door, but you can still do themes and music.
Right. I want to update where I can change the structure of my games. Like it's fine. I see, when you look at it, it's just a line of games. But I want to change it. Maybe I want to be all squares and all showing out at me all at once. Maybe
Grids, folders.
Something. Yeah. Just something a little bit different where we can customize and make it our own Switch in our own way.
Yes.
And I would love to see that. Hopefully we can get music that can work. Make it like a background music when we do stuff. Maybe that comes with a theme pack or something like that.
I mean, the closest they have to that is Smash Brothers Ultimate, where you can put it in sleep mode and still play music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to have the Castlevania theme when I'm going through the Switch main menu.
Yeah, because like the Circle of Blood Moon, I think, or Circle of Moon. Not Circle of Moon.
Are you talking about the Bloodstained?
Bloodstained.
Yeah, the Bloodstained.
That music's great. I would use that in the background.
Yeah, I mean, and these are simple changes that get some guys coding, for about a month. Put them on that project.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are asking for this, and I think now it's a little bit too late because they should have done this at the very beginning. But an achievement or trophy session would have been nice at the very beginning for people. Now, I'm not a trophy hunter, but I know people are, and a lot of people were talking about make it like a Nintendo stamp collection, because Nintendo has done that idea a lot in their other games. Like, it was just a bunch of stamps, and that'd be kind of cool to show your stamp collection, like on your page. Like, hey, here's all my stamps that I earned.
Exactly.
That'd be kind of rad.
Yeah, and even add to it better, you finish a collection for a particular game, you fill that book or whatever, and boom, you get some extra gold coins for a discount.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. That still chaps my hide.
Yeah,
stamp collection. I like that though.
Yeah, I think that's be pretty cool, because the 8-bits looking stamp stuff would just be pretty rad to have,
especially if they're themed with like each game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I don't think it has to be too much. You don't have to be like 100 stamps. It could be just 5. I don't care. Just something very small. 'Cause I was hungry for that when I did the NES remix games. I was hungry for those little stamps on there.
It's like, oh snap, he got the Donkey Kong stamp.
Right? The Smash Brothers stamps and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, more amiibos need to be integrated into stuff, because they're just decoration.
The amiibo craze is basically only hardcore collectors and speculators.
You should see my closet. Anyway, some of those I'll probably get rid of. The ones that you see on my shelf right there are more of my keepers.
Okay.
Because I keep the ones that I really care about. The other ones I'm like,
you got Shulk. Okay.
Oh yeah. That was a tough one. That was a tough one to get. But what about you? What about you, Bud? Like, is there anything that you could think of that they hope they fix up in the future?
I mean, I already went on my tirade about the voice chat.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that when app on the phone, Discord's already beating you, doing it better. I would like to see, and it looks like they might be doing this, better integration with other services. Xbox Live, that may be what they used to solve the problem.
Okay.
Nintendo has a platform, Xbox Live has an infrastructure. I would like to see, to be honest, I'd like to see a little more involvement from Nintendo of America, because Nintendo is still a traditional company. So Nintendo Japan, they're going to do it Nintendo Japan's way first. So I'd like to see a little bit more agility, flexibility with that. Okay. And this is pie in the sky, but I would like to see an adapter, some way to make 3DS games playable on the Switch.
Okay.
Don't know, or DS games, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know how. Maybe they could do that in the revision. That would make the revision a must-buy. It wouldn't split the market. It would just make, hey, buy this, and you can also play your 3DS games or DS games. But, whatever.
I think, actually, if I had to pick one in the gaming area, I would like to see some RPG games that are coming out for the Switch, and just some new off-the-wall different RPGs, like Ni no Kuni 2, I think would be a great home.
That would be a good get.
That'd be a good one. I know we got Dragon Age 11 coming out this fall.
The Dragon Quest 11.
Not Dragon Age. You're right. I mean, sorry, Dragon Quest. Yeah.
Oh man, I wish we could get a Dragon Age on Switch, but that won't happen.
No. Those are. But I do like the off the wall RPGs that known for Nintendo, and you don't see a lot of in-house Nintendo stuff anymore for the RPG realm, other than the paper and the Mario Luigi.
Yeah. If Nintendo really wanted to just grab all the people, talk to Square Enix, say, hey, how about we get a Dragon Quest collection 1 through 9 or something.
But I hope we get more games like Octopath Traveler that's coming on the way of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just want something just new and fresh really just straight from Nintendo to see what they would do. Like now I know a lot of people are coming in their head and like, well, how about a new Earthbound? Like, I guess, but
that's the same old song for the last.
But I think I want
10,
something, just a brand new franchise to start. You have your Fire Emblem. I get it. It's there to stay. But I want to try something new. Give us something so new that just blows our minds. This is awesome Nintendo's coming up with.
I mean, slight diversion from that. I'd like to see them come up off some of these high prices for their accessories. Sorry.
Yeah.
$70 for a new set of Joy-Cons. No.
Right.
No.
Right.
But, as far as new game, new IPs, I think Nintendo is doing well with the new IPs. But I think they need a new RPG that just,
Yeah, I think that's what they're missing because, they got Platinum, they got their actions, they got their Marios, they got their Zeldas on lockdown. And, of course, you're never going to see some of those franchises come back like Kid Icarus. That Kid Icarus was really 3DS. I don't think he's going to come back.
Oh, never give up hope. Never give up hope.
I mean, Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong Saga is good for a little bit. I don't think we're going to see a new Donkey Kong game anytime soon. I think Tropical Freeze was a great ending to that.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Donkey Kong. Welcome back, Carter's kind of.
Welcome back. Now go away.
Right. Star Fox. I think. Shout out to I forgot his name off of Retro. Crap. What's his name? He is a huge Star Fox fan.
Oh, man. I mean, Starlink, I heard Starlink kind of scratched a little bit of the itch, but we want to go back to the Lilat system.
Well, basically, I was going to say, I think Star Fox is done and he just needs to go. But anyways.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think.
Now, I have to kind of take exception to that. Star Fox was great.
Keyword was.
Hey, Star Fox Zero was a misstep. Re-release it.
Star Fox Zero? Star Fox Assault was?
No, Star Fox Assault was fun. That was fun.
It was fun to you, probably. I'm just kidding. No. But this, I guess I'm looking at the overall package. Like,
all right.
Like there were more misses than hits. And if anybody tells you what the best Star Fox game, nothing still can't be 64.
Well, then that's all I have to do.
Well,
bring Zero back at 64.
They got to do something to bring that franchise back. But it's like Mario. Like at a time, what was better than Mario 64? Well, we have choices. We have Mario Odyssey. We have Mario Galaxy. We have all these. Here's options. But Star Fox 64 is like, what's better?
Ooh.
Dinosaur Planet? I was just kidding.
Did you just say Mario Galaxy? Ooh, man.
You don't like Mario Galaxy?
I could, every time I pick it up, I'm like, ooh, I'll beat one world. Okay, I'm kind of done.
I love Mario Galaxy.
Man, it was. I have Mario Galaxy 2 and haven't even gotten to that
but
yet.
Still, Odyssey, right? Odyssey.
Okay, Odyssey, yes.
There's still options. There's options to be better than the last one, right? Star Fox don't have options.
Okay, Star Fox doesn't have options yet.
You better hope.
Star Fox, they can always make a bounce back. Wave Race. You want to see Wave Race come back?
No, I don't. I don't really. I don't.
Come on, you didn't like that Blue Storm?
No, that's not that I don't like it. I think it just ran its course. I think Star Fox. I think Wave Race is good at the time that they have. I don't.
Pilot Wings.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. You're better off bringing the old school Sim City back, and then that probably would do better.
I mean, yeah, you could. I wouldn't play it, but it could happen.
Like, bringing these games back now would be good for the nostalgia. Like, Wave Race could make a big splash, no pun intended, here. But, Excite Bike? Maybe Excite Bike might be doing well again. I don't know.
I mean, you could bring it back
as a Mario Kart. But Mario Kart took that Excite Bike.
Yes, Mario Kart took it. But, well, just add track editor.
And now Mario Kart will take the Wave Race into their next thing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. The next step is water.
Yeah, Mario Kart will probably take whatever other franchise does not do anything. Because they already took some of the F-Zero elements.
You can't out F-Zero though.
You better let Nintendo know that.
I mean, I'm just saying F-Zero. No one will turn down F-Zero. I know people who are cheapskates who will double dip and get an F-Zero as well as Mario Kart 8.
Oh yeah, I love GX. It's like one of my favorite ones.
I've only played F-Zero X and F-Zero. I have yet to play GX. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh man, so good.
I don't know, but Nintendo's got options. It's just
But we'll definitely get to hear more of your input of Star Fox, but not in this episode because because we are at the end of our segment, our show, and I want to thank everybody for sitting here listening to this big pack episode. Like I said, there was a lot to talk about. They just threw it on us. If Jaron came the day before, we wouldn't have to worry. No, I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you.
Shots fired.
Got to get him out. Get him out before everybody shoots me up. all my guests and everything like that. But no, I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. Jaron, thank you so much for being a guest. Now a second chair when we start the next series. And like I said, we have a bunch of new stuff coming through. I'm excited. We have fun, crazy segments. Just a bunch of just off the wall bonkers stuff that I can't wait to express my love to Jaron about it and everything like that. And he's gonna be like, "Oh boy,
Star Fox again." Right. That's what's gonna
happen. Watch when they announce. I'm like, all right, foot and mouth. Okay, but anyways, remember you can listen to all our shows on YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, and iTunes. Make sure you just look up the In-Game Boss program, the whole thing. But if you're on YouTube, you can actually just type in the In-Game Boss podcast and it'll find you there. And while you're there, go ahead and check out the other shows that we have, like Bond Never Dies. When Jeremy Met Nam, all these great shows coming soon. The goal is you come listen to this one, you want to listen to the rest of them. It's a great network to me. I love meeting new people. We always have guests on the show. We're always trying to do something new. My goal is to keep giving you guys the best content that I can provide, and I have more stuff to work on. Don't have a date when they're going to come out yet, but I have more that I'm slowly working on. I actually I think on the next episode I'll be talking about our first sponsor. I am sponsoring somebody. Ooh. So I'm very excited. She's a Twitch streamer.
That would have known.
I know. Right. When you talk so fast, everything just goes all the way around. No, she's a Twitch streamer, and she's been very supportive to the show. She actually makes she has her night bots tell them to come listen to my podcast.
Nice.
So she supports me very well. What we're doing with her is I will buy her a game for each month off of Steam.
All right.
So like their team always have great stuff on sale. So I just buy a bundle of them. Like here's the game sale you'll be playing for the next few months.
Right.
And so we'll be announcing what she'll be playing for the month of April and more. She's a really cool girl. She is all the way from England.
Oh.
Yes.
Well.
Yes, she's all the way from England. I actually ran into her playing a multiplayer game and we hit it off, and we've been very supportive of each other, and I want to help her do that. And I always wanted to see how it feels to sponsor somebody. I never sponsored somebody as a network, so I want to see how that feels.
Yeah,
see if it changes anything. And actually, last time I was streaming, I had people come through and say, "Hey, the reason I came here because of such and such told me about the show, about your show." I was like, "Awesome!"
Gamers helping gamers. That's
yeah. And so, but with that, we will catch you on our new stage and new level. See y'all next time.
Bye bye.